Emotional intelligence and social skills are two of the most powerful and transformative tools that anyone can develop. Yet, for many, these skills often go unnoticed or are underestimated in their potential to influence personal and professional success. When you begin to truly understand and harness the power of emotional intelligence, EI, and social skills, you realize that they are not just supplementary qualities, but essential to a fulfilling and successful life. Mastering these skills is a game changer for anyone who wants to experience deep, meaningful connections, thrive in their careers, and ultimately unlock the doors to a life of both personal and professional satisfaction. At their core, emotional intelligence refers to the ability to understand, manage, and influence your own emotions and the emotions of others. It is a foundation upon which all successful relationships are built, both personal and professional. Imagine for a moment that you are at a crossroads in your life, unsure which direction to take. The decision-making process becomes infinitely easier if you are aware of your emotional responses and how they may be clouding your judgment. Emotional intelligence equips you with the tools to step back, observe your emotions, and approach situations with greater clarity and purpose. In contrast, social skills, often referred to as people skills, are the abilities that allow you to navigate social interactions with confidence and ease. These include communication, active listening, empathy, and the ability to collaborate with others effectively. Social skills enable you to build rapport, influence those around you, and cultivate trust and understanding in relationships. Together, emotional intelligence and social skills form the backbone of effective communication, conflict resolution, and leadership. These are the skills that will help you make a lasting impact in both your personal relationships and your career. Now, why are emotional intelligence and social skills such game changers? To answer that, it's important to think about the ways in which life constantly presents challenges and requires you to connect with others. Every decision you make, every conversation you have, and every goal you set is influenced by your ability to understand emotions, both your own and others. Your capacity to respond to emotions appropriately, rather than react impulsively, dictates the way you handle stress, overcome obstacles, and communicate your thoughts and feelings. Take a moment to think about your most significant relationships. Whether it's with a partner, friend, family member, or colleague, each relationship is based on an unspoken exchange of emotions. You communicate not only with words, but also with body language, tone of voice, and emotional energy. The better you understand and manage your emotions, the better you can communicate your needs and understand the needs of others. If you can empathize with a person's emotional state, you can adapt your responses to create a deeper, more harmonious connection. And this is where emotional intelligence begins to have its profound effect. But it's not just personal relationships that benefit from emotional intelligence and social skills. The professional world also thrives on these qualities. In a work environment, emotional intelligence allows you to manage the pressures of the job, navigate complex workplace dynamics, and work collaboratively with colleagues. It helps you to deal with conflicts in a way that promotes understanding and cooperation rather than escalation. Employers value employees who can maintain their composure under stress, empathize with coworkers, and communicate effectively. These are the people who are able to inspire teams, negotiate deals, and lead with integrity. In short, emotional intelligence is what transforms an average worker into a standout employee. Mastering emotional intelligence and social skills can also empower you to make more informed decisions. It helps you to stay grounded, focused, and calm in the face of challenges. Imagine trying to make a significant life decision, whether it's moving to a new city, changing careers, or entering a new relationship, without the ability to regulate your emotions or empathize with others involved. You would likely make choices based solely on fear or impulsiveness, leading to regret down the road. On the other hand, when you cultivate emotional intelligence, you begin to make decisions that are thoughtful, strategic, and aligned with your long-term goals. Beyond career success, emotional intelligence plays a pivotal role in your mental and physical well-being. Studies have shown that people with high emotional intelligence experience lower levels of stress and anxiety. They are better equipped to handle adversity and bounce back from life's inevitable setbacks. This resilience not only keeps you psychologically healthy, but also strengthens your immune system and improves your overall health. It's a powerful reminder that mastering emotional intelligence can enhance every aspect of your life, from relationships to work to personal health. Emotional intelligence and social skills are also foundational to effective leadership. The best leaders don't just rely on their technical expertise. They know how to inspire and motivate people. They are adept at reading emotional cues, understanding team dynamics, and communicating a vision that resonates with others. Their ability to handle conflict with grace, provide constructive feedback, and make others feel heard and valued sets them apart from leaders who simply manage tasks. True leaders empower those around them, and that's exactly what emotional intelligence enables you to do. Furthermore, social skills allow you to build strong networks and gain the trust of others. In business, trust is everything. A person with strong social skills knows how to engage others, gain their trust, and influence their decisions in a way that benefits everyone involved. When you cultivate social skills, you become someone others want to be around, collaborate with, and support. The value of these skills extends beyond the workplace. They can help you create a strong personal network, foster deep friendships, and maintain a sense of community wherever you go. Ultimately, mastering emotional intelligence and social skills isn't just about learning a set of techniques or strategies. It's about changing the way you relate to the world and to others. It's about becoming more self-aware, more compassionate, and more connected. It's about realizing that the most important relationships you'll ever have are with yourself and with others. When you master these skills, you unlock the potential to experience life with greater ease, fulfillment, and success. In conclusion, emotional intelligence and social skills are not just optional attributes. They are the keys to thriving in both personal and professional arenas. They shape the way you perceive the world, how you interact with others, and how you handle life's inevitable challenges. Whether you want to improve your relationships, enhance your career, or simply become a more self-aware and grounded individual, mastering these skills is a game changer. By taking the time to develop your emotional intelligence and social skills, you are investing in a future filled with greater happiness, connection, and success. The foundation of emotional intelligence starts with self-awareness, the ability to recognize and understand your own emotions as they arise. It is the first step toward mastering emotional intelligence and essential for gaining control over your emotional responses. When you become more self-aware, you can begin to see how your emotions influence your thoughts and actions, leading to better decision-making and more positive interactions with others. In essence, self-awareness is a cornerstone upon which all other emotional intelligence components are built. Self-awareness isn't about analyzing every little feeling you have. It's about understanding the bigger picture of your emotional landscape. It involves being in tune with your feelings and learning how to interpret what they mean. When you're self-aware, you can catch yourself in the middle of a reaction and ask, why am I feeling this way? What is it telling me about the situation or about myself? Rather than simply acting out of impulse, you can take a step back, analyze your emotions, and choose a more thoughtful, measured response. Think of self-awareness as the ability to observe yourself from an outside perspective, almost like watching a movie where you are both the actor and the audience. This skill allows you to see your emotional patterns, recognizing the triggers that set you off and the responses that follow. When you can do this, you are in control of your actions instead of being swept away by your emotions. This awareness helps you to avoid situations where you may say something hurtful out of anger or act impulsively based on fear. One of the most important aspects of self-awareness is emotional honesty. This means being truthful with yourself about your feelings, even when they are uncomfortable or difficult to confront. Sometimes we may suppress emotions or deny their existence because they seem too intense or socially inappropriate. However, by doing so, we only reinforce unhealthy patterns of behavior. Being emotionally honest allows you to face difficult feelings head-on and process them in a constructive way. It also prevents emotional baggage from accumulating and negatively affecting your mental and emotional health. Self-awareness also involves recognizing how your emotions affect others. Emotions are contagious. When you're feeling upbeat and positive, it tends to spread to those around you, just as negative emotions can have a ripple effect on others. Have you ever noticed how a room can change depending on the emotional energy a person brings into it? When you're self-aware, you can control the energy you bring into any interaction. If you sense that you're getting upset or agitated, you can choose to express your feelings calmly instead of letting them escalate. By being aware of how your emotions impact others, you are better equipped to manage relationships and build more positive connections. Developing self-awareness also leads to a deeper understanding of your values, beliefs, and motivations. It helps you to connect with the things that truly matter to you, allowing you to set more meaningful goals and make decisions that align with your true self. For example, if you understand that family is a core value for you, then you'll make decisions that prioritize family time and relationships, even if that means sacrificing certain career opportunities. This deep understanding of yourself allows you to navigate life with purpose and intention rather than drifting aimlessly. Another significant benefit of self-awareness is its ability to reduce emotional reactivity. When you are aware of your emotional triggers, you can avoid getting caught off guard when certain situations arise. Instead of reacting impulsively, you can pause and choose your response consciously. For example, if you know that you tend to get defensive when criticized, self-awareness will allow you to recognize that reaction in the moment and take a step back to process the criticism in a more constructive way. This proactive approach not only helps you avoid unnecessary conflicts, but also improves your overall emotional well-being. Imagine being in a stressful situation. Perhaps you're dealing with a difficult colleague or facing a tight deadline. Without self-regulation, your emotions could easily spiral out of control. You might become anxious, frustrated, or even angry, and these emotions could affect the way you communicate and handle the situation. But when you practice self-regulation, you're able to step back, take a deep breath, and make a conscious decision about how to respond. Instead of being at the mercy of your emotions, you become the master of them. Self-regulation doesn't mean suppressing your emotions or pretending you don't feel upset, angry, or anxious. It's not about bottling up your feelings until they explode. Instead, it's about acknowledging and understanding your emotions while choosing not to let them dictate your actions. It's about learning how to express emotions in constructive ways that promote growth and positive outcomes, rather than letting them negatively affect your relationships or hinder your success. One of the core aspects of self-regulation is impulse control. Life is full of temptations, frustrations, and triggers that can cause impulsive reactions. Without self-regulation, you might find yourself snapping at someone in the heat of the moment or making a rash decision you later regret. Whether it's losing your temper in a difficult conversation, making an impulsive purchase, or overreading when stressed, these quick reactions often lead to negative consequences. However, when you develop self-regulation, you gain the ability to pause, reflect, and choose a more thoughtful response. This simple act of pausing gives you the space to consider the consequences of your actions and to choose a path that aligns with your long-term goals. For example, let's say you are in a meeting at work and a colleague says something that irritates you. Without self-regulation, you might blurt out a snarky comment or express your irritation in an unprofessional way. But with self-regulation, you recognize the feeling of irritation, take a moment to breathe, and choose not to let the emotion control your actions. Instead, you respond in a calm, composed manner, focusing on the issue at hand rather than getting lost in the emotional reaction. The key to developing self-regulation is practice. The more you practice pausing and reflecting before reacting, the easier it becomes to manage your emotions effectively. One method for improving self-regulation is mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment and observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. It's about creating a mental space where you can pause and choose your response rather than reacting automatically. Mindfulness allows you to notice when your emotions are rising and gives you the chance to intervene before they spiral out of control. Through regular mindfulness practice, you can improve your ability to self-regulate in even the most challenging situations. Another powerful tool for self-regulation is rethinking your approach to stress. Stress is a natural part of life, and it's inevitable that we will all experience it from time to time. However, How we respond to stress can make all the difference. People with high self-regulation are able to approach stressful situations with calm and perspective. They view challenges as opportunities to grow, rather than as insurmountable obstacles. By learning to manage stress effectively, you can avoid the emotional overload that comes with high-pressure situations and maintain a level of composure that helps you navigate challenges with ease. Self-regulation also involves managing your emotions in the face of adversity. Life is not always smooth sailing, and setbacks are inevitable. Whether you're dealing with a personal disappointment, a professional setback, or an unexpected change in your plans, how you respond to adversity will significantly affect your emotional state. People who practice self-regulation understand that setbacks are a part of life, and they approach challenges with resilience and a positive outlook. Instead of giving in to frustration or defeat, they acknowledge the situation, learn from it, and adapt their approach moving forward. In relationships, self-regulation is especially important. Emotions often run high during disagreements, and it's easy to get caught up in the heat of the moment. But when you are able to regulate your emotions, you can engage in difficult conversations without escalating the situation. Self-regulation allows you to express your feelings calmly and assertively without resorting to anger or passive-aggressive behavior. It also helps you to listen more effectively, as you're not distracted by your emotional responses, but are instead focused on understanding the other person's point of view. This kind of emotional maturity strengthens relationships and helps you navigate conflicts in a healthier, more productive way. Self-regulation is also a key component of effective leadership. Leaders who are able to regulate their emotions set a positive example for their teams. They remain calm under pressure, make thoughtful decisions, and manage conflicts with composure. These leaders inspire trust and respect because their teams can rely on them to maintain control of their emotions, even in difficult circumstances. In contrast, leaders who lack self-regulation may be prone to outbursts, impulsive decisions, or erratic behavior, which can undermine their authority and damage team morale. Another important aspect of self-regulation is self-compassion. It's easy to get frustrated with yourself when you feel like you've lost control of your emotions. However, self-regulation is not about perfection. It's about progress and growth. It's about learning from your emotional reactions and using them as opportunities to develop greater emotional intelligence. Self-compassion allows you to be kind to yourself when you do slip up, acknowledging that emotional growth is a continuous journey and that mistakes are part of the process. When you approach self-regulation with compassion, you give yourself the space to grow without being overly critical or harsh. In summary, self-regulation is an essential skill for anyone seeking to master emotional intelligence. It involves the ability to control and manage your emotions, impulses, and reactions in a way that promotes positive outcomes. With self-regulation, you can respond to challenges with composure, navigate difficult conversations with ease, and maintain a balanced emotional state in the face of stress or adversity. By practicing mindfulness, managing stress, and showing compassion for yourself, you can develop self-regulation and strengthen your emotional intelligence, leading to more fulfilling relationships, greater success, and a more peaceful and purposeful life. Motivation is the driving force behind everything we do. It's the internal spark that propels us to take action, set goals, and pursue them with passion and perseverance. While many people might think of motivation as something that comes and goes, when combined with emotional intelligence, it becomes a powerful and sustainable force that fuels both personal and professional growth. In the realm of emotional intelligence, motivation is more than just a desire to achieve. It's about aligning your actions with your deeper values and passions, and tapping into a purpose that keeps you moving forward, even when challenges arise. The difference between motivation and mere ambition is subtle, but important. Ambition often involves pursuing external rewards like wealth, status, or recognition. Motivation, on the other hand, is driven by a sense of intrinsic purpose. It's about doing something that feels fulfilling on a deeper level, regardless of what external rewards you may receive. When you are truly motivated by your inner values and desires, the journey becomes just as important as the destination. You no longer feel like you are forcing yourself to act or struggling to stay on course. Instead, the pursuit of your goals feels natural, energizing, and in alignment with your true self. When you cultivate motivation through emotional intelligence, you start to tap into a deeper sense of meaning in your work, your relationships, and your life. It becomes easier to align your efforts with your passions and values. And as a result, you begin to find fulfillment not just in the outcomes, but in the very process of pursuing your goals. It's no longer about pushing through obstacles or fighting against resistance. Instead, motivation becomes an inner drive that helps you persist in the face of challenges, maintaining your focus and energy. One of the key components of motivation is having a clear and compelling vision of what you want to achieve. This vision serves as a North Star, guiding you through tough times and helping you stay focused on what really matters. Without a clear sense of direction, it's easy to become distracted by external circumstances, doubts, or setbacks. But when you are clear about your vision, it becomes much easier to stay motivated, even when the path ahead is difficult. This vision should be deeply personal and meaningful, something that inspires and excites you on a profound level. In addition to clarity of vision, emotional intelligence helps you cultivate intrinsic motivation by creating a deep connection to your goals. When you understand your own emotional drivers, what excites you, what challenges you, and what you deeply care about, you can align your actions with your passions. This alignment makes the pursuit of your goals feel more like a journey and less like a chore. For example, if you are passionate about helping others and improving your community, your motivation to pursue a career in social work or volunteerism will be driven by your emotional connection to that cause. It won't feel like a burden. Instead, it will feel like an extension of your purpose. Moreover, motivation within emotional intelligence involves the ability to keep going even when things don't go as planned. Life is full of setbacks and disappointments, and it's easy to get discouraged when things aren't progressing the way you hoped. People with high emotional intelligence know how to manage those feelings of discouragement and maintain their motivation. Instead of getting frustrated or defeated, they view setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. They understand that failure is a natural part of the process, and they are able to use their emotional awareness to stay focused on their long-term goals. A key aspect of maintaining motivation is resilience, the ability to bounce back after facing adversity. Resilience is not just about pushing through difficult times. It's about recovering from setbacks with a renewed sense of determination. When you cultivate emotional intelligence, you are better equipped to maintain a positive mindset and remain optimistic even when things don't go according to plan. You're able to reframe challenges as temporary obstacles rather than insurmountable barriers. This mindset shift helps you stay motivated even when progress feels slow or uncertain. Another critical element of motivation in emotional intelligence is self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to stay focused and committed to your goals, even when distractions arise. People with high emotional intelligence are able to manage their time and energy effectively, avoiding procrastination and staying focused on what's truly important. They understand that motivation is not just about feeling inspired. It's also about taking consistent, purposeful action toward their goals. This sense of discipline comes from the ability to manage emotions like impatience or frustration and stay committed to the process, even when it feels difficult. Furthermore, intrinsic motivation can be fueled by positive emotions such as pride, joy, and fulfillment. People who are emotionally intelligent know how to tap into these emotions to fuel their motivation. For example, when you achieve a goal, you don't just celebrate the external reward, like a promotion or financial gain. You also celebrate the internal satisfaction of knowing that you've accomplished something meaningful and aligned with your values. By regularly acknowledging and celebrating these internal rewards, you reinforce your motivation to continue pursuing your goals. Another powerful tool for maintaining motivation is visualization. When you can vividly imagine the outcome of your efforts, it becomes easier to stay motivated in the present. Visualization allows you to mentally experience the joy and satisfaction of achieving your goals before they actually happen. This mental rehearsal not only strengthens your commitment to your goals, but also helps you stay focused on the bigger picture. It reminds you why you are pursuing your goals in the first place and gives you the emotional energy to keep going. Ultimately, motivation and emotional intelligence isn't about chasing fleeting bursts of inspiration. It's about developing a sustainable inner drive that is fueled by purpose, passion, and resilience. When you connect with your deeper values and align your actions with your emotional desires, motivation becomes a constant, unwavering force that propels you toward your goals. It is this kind of motivation that enables you to persist through challenges, celebrate your successes, and live a life that feels authentic and rewarding. With emotional intelligence, motivation becomes a skill you can cultivate, nurture, and use to transform your life. Empathy is one of the most essential elements of emotional intelligence. It is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, to see the world through their eyes, and to respond with compassion and understanding. Empathy is not just about recognizing another person's emotions. It's about connecting with them on a deeper level, offering emotional support, and guiding your interactions with sensitivity and care. When you develop empathy, you create the foundation for deeper relationships, more effective communication, and greater emotional awareness. Empathy starts with being able to identify the emotions of others. This means recognizing not just the outward expressions of emotions, such as facial expressions, body language, or tone of voice, but also the underlying feelings that drive those expressions. For example, if someone is speaking in a harsh tone, an empathetic person would not simply focus on the words they are saying, but would also tune into the emotional state behind those words. Is a person frustrated, anxious, or angry? By understanding the emotional context of the situation, you are better equipped to respond in a way that is supportive and constructive. Being empathetic also means being present in the moment with someone else's emotional experience. This means truly listening to what they are saying without judgment or interruption, allowing them to express their feelings freely. Active listening is a key component of empathy. It involves not just hearing the words, but also acknowledging the emotions behind them. This requires giving the other person your full attention, both physically and emotionally, and creating a safe space for them to share their feelings. When you listen actively and without judgment, you convey a sense of understanding and acceptance, which fosters trust and connection. Empathy also extends beyond just understanding what others are going through. It involves being able to respond to their emotional needs in a way that shows care and compassion. This means offering support, encouragement, or reassurance when needed, or simply being a comforting presence when someone is in distress. A person with high empathy does not dismiss others' emotions or try to fix them right away. Instead, they validate the other person's experience and offer emotional support without rushing to judgment or solutions. In relationships, empathy plays a crucial role in building trust and creating deeper emotional connections. When people feel understood and cared for, they are more likely to open up and share their thoughts, feelings, and vulnerabilities. This creates a strong foundation for meaningful connections, whether in friendships, romantic relationships, or professional interactions. Empathy helps you to navigate differences of opinion, resolve conflicts, and create a sense of mutual respect and understanding. When you respond to others with empathy, you build an emotional bond that encourages cooperation, collaboration, and mutual growth. Empathy is also vital in leadership. Effective leaders understand the emotions and needs of their team members, and they know how to respond in ways that support and motivate their teams. A leader who listens attentively to their employees, understands their concerns, and acknowledges their challenges is much more likely to inspire loyalty, trust, and high performance. Leaders with empathy create environments where people feel heard, valued, and supported, which leads to greater job satisfaction and team cohesion. By fostering empathy, leaders can create an atmosphere of emotional safety, where team members are encouraged to share their ideas, express concerns, and contribute their best work. In addition to building stronger relationships, empathy also enhances emotional intelligence by improving your ability to manage conflicts. When you are empathetic, you are more likely to approach conflicts with a sense of understanding rather than defensiveness. Instead of reacting emotionally or aggressively, you can take a step back, recognize the other person's perspective, and respond with respect and compassion. Empathy helps you to resolve misunderstandings and disagreements in a way that strengthens relationships rather than weakening them. By seeking to understand the emotions driving the conflict, you can find common ground and work toward a solution that benefits everyone involved. Empathy also plays a critical role in developing emotional resilience. When you are able to understand and connect with the emotions of others, you become more attuned to your own emotional responses. This self-awareness allows you to process your own emotions with greater clarity and manage them more effectively. Empathy helps you to gain perspective on your own experiences And by understanding the emotions of others, you gain insights that allow you to develop a more balanced and resilient emotional state. In this way, empathy acts as a powerful tool for both emotional growth and personal well-being. Another significant benefit of empathy is its ability to promote inclusivity and social harmony. In a world that is increasingly diverse and interconnected, the ability to empathize with people from different cultures, backgrounds, and experiences is essential. Empathy allows you to bridge divides, build understanding, and create a sense of unity among people who may have different perspectives or values. By recognizing and respecting the emotional experiences of others, you contribute to a more compassionate and inclusive society. Empathy fosters connection in a way that transcends superficial differences and encourages cooperation and mutual respect. Despite its many benefits, empathy is a skill that must be cultivated and practiced. It requires conscious effort and a willingness to be vulnerable and open to the experiences of others. One effective way to develop empathy is to practice mindfulness, which helps you become more aware of the emotions of others and respond in a thoughtful, compassionate manner. Additionally, it's important to engage in active listening, ask open-ended questions, and offer support when needed. The more you practice empathy, the more natural it will become, and the more deeply connected you will feel to those around you. Ultimately, empathy is an essential component of emotional intelligence that enriches both your personal and professional life. By understanding and sharing the feelings of others, you foster trust, deepen relationships, and create an environment of compassion and respect. Empathy enhances your ability to navigate conflicts, manage stress, and build meaningful connections, making a vital skill in every aspect of life. Through the development of empathy, you gain not only a deeper understanding of others, but also a greater understanding of yourself, creating a more harmonious and fulfilling existence. Social skills are often the most visible manifestation of emotional intelligence, and they play a critical role in our ability to connect, collaborate, and communicate effectively with others. While emotional intelligence begins with self-awareness and the ability to regulate your emotions, social skills allow you to take that awareness and regulation and translate it into productive and harmonious interactions with others. These skills are fundamental not only in personal relationships, but also in professional environments, where collaboration, leadership, and effective communication are essential for success. At the heart of social skills lies communication. Effective communication is the key to building strong relationships, managing conflicts, and working effectively with others. It involves more than just speaking clearly. It also requires active listening, being able to express your thoughts and emotions in a constructive way, and being attuned to the nonverbal cues of others. Good communicators understand that communication is a two-way street. They know when to talk and when to listen, and they are skilled at reading between the lines, picking up on emotional undertones, and understanding the deeper meaning of what is being said. Active listening, in particular, is one of the most important social skills you can develop. It requires giving the other person your full attention, without distractions, and focusing not only on their words, but also on their body language, tone of voice, and emotions. Active listening also involves responding appropriately, asking questions that show you're engaged, and reflecting back what you've heard to ensure understanding. When you listen actively, you demonstrate respect for the other person's perspective, which builds trust and rapport. Empathy plays a significant role in communication. When you empathize with others, you are better able to understand their emotional state, which allows you to communicate in a way that is sensitive to their feelings. Empathy helps you gauge the emotional climate of a conversation and respond in ways that are supportive, rather than dismissive or confrontational. For example, if someone is upset or frustrated, you may use empathetic language such as, "I can understand why you feel that way," or "It must be really challenging for you." By acknowledging their emotions, you validate their experience and create a safe space for open and honest communication. One of the most powerful tools in social interactions is the ability to ask the right questions. Good social communicators know how to ask open-ended questions that encourage dialogue, exploration, and understanding, rather than asking yes or no questions, which can shut down a conversation. Open-ended questions invite the other person to share more about their thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Questions like, "How did that make you feel?" or "Can you tell me more about your experience?" demonstrate curiosity and respect for the other person's point of view, while also deepening the conversation. Another key aspect of social skills is the ability to manage conflict. Conflict is inevitable in any relationship or group dynamic, but how you handle it can make all the difference. Socially skilled individuals are adept at resolving conflicts in a way that fosters understanding and cooperation rather than division. The key to conflict resolution is staying calm and objective, listening to all parties involved, and finding common ground. When you approach conflict with a collaborative mindset, rather than a combative one, you are more likely to find solutions that satisfy everyone and strengthen the relationship in the process. Nonverbal communication, including body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice, plays a huge role in social interactions. Often, the unspoken signals we send are more powerful than the words we use. Being aware of your own body language is essential for effective communication. For instance, maintaining eye contact, smiling, and using open, relaxed body language conveys warmth and approachability. On the flip side, crossed arms, lack of eye contact, or a tense posture can send a message of defensiveness or disengagement, even if your words are positive. Being aware of your body language and understanding the cues of others can help you navigate conversations and relationships with greater ease and confidence. Building rapport is another important aspect of social skills. Rapport is a foundation of trust and connection in any relationship, whether personal or professional. It is established through shared understanding, mutual respect, and genuine interest in the other person. One of the easiest ways to build rapport is through mirroring, subtly matching the other person's body language, tone, and pace of speech. This nonverbal mimicry helps create a sense of harmony and connection, signaling that you are attuned to the other person and creating a sense of trust. In professional settings, social skills are critical for effective leadership. A strong leader knows how to communicate clearly, inspire others, and foster a collaborative environment. Leaders with excellent social skills are able to motivate and engage their teams, navigate difficult conversations, and maintain a positive, inclusive culture. They're also skilled at managing relationships with colleagues, clients, and stakeholders, ensuring that all parties feel valued and heard. Good leaders recognize the importance of both verbal and nonverbal communication in building rapport and fostering a team-oriented atmosphere. In addition to leadership, social skills are vital for networking. The ability to connect with others, build relationships, and make a lasting impression can have a significant impact on your personal and professional opportunities. Networking is not just about exchanging business cards or making small talk. It's about building authentic relationships based on trust and mutual respect. Socially skilled individuals know how to engage others in meaningful conversations, express genuine interest in their experiences, and offer value in return. They are adept at recognizing shared interests and finding common ground, which allows them to build strong, mutually beneficial connections. Collaboration is another key area where social skills come into play. In today's interconnected world, teamwork is essential in almost every aspect of life. Being able to work effectively with others, share ideas, and contribute to group efforts is a valuable skill in both personal and professional contexts. Socially skilled individuals are able to collaborate seamlessly by fostering an open, inclusive environment where everyone's voice is heard and ideas are freely exchanged. They are also skilled at navigating differences of opinion, ensuring that all perspectives are considered and that the group works together toward a common goal. The ability to manage emotions in social situations is another crucial social skill. Emotions often run high in group settings, especially when discussing sensitive topics or working under pressure. Socially skilled individuals can manage their emotions in these situations, remaining calm and composed even when tensions rise. They understand the importance of emotional self-regulation and use it to stay focused on the task at hand, rather than getting caught up in personal emotions or conflicts. In summary, social skills are essential for effective communication, collaboration, and leadership. They allow you to navigate relationships with ease, resolve conflicts, and connect with others on a deeper level. Whether in personal relationships or professional environments, social skills play a critical role in building rapport, inspiring trust, and fostering positive, productive interactions. By developing your social skills, you can create a life that is filled with meaningful connections, greater success, and deeper fulfillment. Social awareness is the ability to understand and empathize with the emotions, needs, and perspectives of others. It is a crucial component of emotional intelligence that allows us to navigate our relationships and social environments with sensitivity and insight. When we develop social awareness, we not only become better communicators and listeners, but we also gain the ability to perceive the underlying dynamics in any social situation, whether in a personal relationship, a professional setting, or a community. Social awareness enables us to recognize the emotional tone of conversation, understand unspoken messages, and respond to the needs of others with compassion and understanding. The first step in developing social awareness is learning to observe and interpret the emotional cues that others are sending. These cues can be verbal or nonverbal, and they often carry more weight than the words themselves. For example, the tone of someone's voice, their body language, and their facial expressions can reveal a great deal about how they are feeling, even if they are not explicitly saying anything. Socially aware individuals are highly attuned to these cues and can pick up on subtle shifts in a person's mood or energy. This skill helps them respond more effectively to the emotions of others, whether it's offering support when someone is feeling down or adjusting their approach when someone is feeling overwhelmed. Empathy is closely related to social awareness. While empathy is about understanding and sharing the feelings of others, social awareness takes it a step further by being able to recognize and respond to those feelings in a socially appropriate way. Socially aware people are able to perceive the emotional state of those around them without needing to be told explicitly. They can sense when someone is upset or when a situation is tense, even if the person involved is trying to hide their emotions. This ability to read emotional cues makes socially aware individuals more effective in both their personal and professional relationships, as they are better equipped to offer the support or understanding that others need in the moment. In addition to emotional awareness, social awareness also involves recognizing social dynamics and group interactions. When you are socially aware, you can gauge the mood of a group, understand the roles and relationships within that group, and navigate social situations with ease. For instance, you might notice that a group meeting has become dominated by one person, and you can step in to ensure that everyone has a chance to speak and be heard. Or you might recognize that a colleague is feeling left out or excluded and take the initiative to make them feel included. Being aware of the social dynamics at play allows you to build stronger, more harmonious relationships with others, whether you're working in a team, socializing with friends, or interacting with family. Another key aspect of social awareness is the ability to perceive the needs of others. People don't always say what they need or want, and it can sometimes be difficult to know how to help. However, when you develop social awareness, you can better recognize when others are struggling or in need of assistance, even when they don't ask for help directly. This ability to read between the lines and anticipate the needs of others is an invaluable skill in both personal and professional settings. For example, if a friend seems stressed or overwhelmed but doesn't directly ask for help, your social awareness may prompt you to offer a listening ear or take on a task that will lighten their load. In the workplace, socially aware leaders and co-workers can sense when someone is feeling overburdened or unsupported, allowing them to step in and offer assistance before the person even has to ask. Social awareness also involves being able to navigate cultural differences with sensitivity and respect. In today's globalized world, we often interact with people from diverse cultural backgrounds, and social awareness helps us understand and respect the differences in values, beliefs, and customs that may exist. Being culturally aware allows us to avoid misunderstandings and miscommunications, ensuring that we approach others with an open mind and a willingness to learn. It also helps us create an inclusive environment where everyone feels respected and valued, regardless of their cultural or social background. In addition to empathy and cultural awareness, social awareness also entails being able to read and respond to the unspoken norms and rules of a given social environment. Every social context, whether at a formal business meeting, a family gathering, or a casual social event, has its own set of unwritten expectations. Socially aware individuals are able to recognize and adapt to these norms, ensuring that they behave appropriately and respectfully in any given situation. For example, they know when to speak up and when to stay silent, when to offer help and when to give others space. This skill is particularly important in professional environments, where the ability to navigate office politics, understand group dynamics, and build relationships with colleagues is crucial for career success. One of the hallmarks of social awareness is the ability to practice active and empathetic listening. Listening is not just about hearing the words someone is saying. It's about paying attention to their emotional state and responding in a way that shows you understand and care. Active listening involves not only listening to what is said, but also being attuned to the underlying emotions that are being conveyed. It's about making eye contact, nodding, and providing verbal and nonverbal feedback that lets the other person know you're engaged and that their feelings matter. By practicing active listening, you can strengthen your ability to connect with others, demonstrate empathy, and build trust. Social awareness is also important when it comes to conflict resolution. People often find themselves in disagreements or tense situations where emotions are running high, and it can be difficult to know how to proceed. Socially aware individuals are skilled at recognizing when a situation is escalating and can step in to de-escalate the tension. They are able to acknowledge the feelings of others, express understanding, and work toward a resolution that respects everyone involved. Whether you're resolving a disagreement with a colleague or helping a friend work through a problem, social awareness enables you to navigate the situation with empathy, respect, and sensitivity. Ultimately, social awareness allows you to build deeper, more meaningful relationships, both personally and professionally. When you're socially aware, you are better equipped to understand the emotions, needs, and perspectives of others. This understanding enables you to respond with empathy, build trust, and foster cooperation. Social awareness is also essential for navigating complex social environments, understanding cultural differences, and resolving conflicts. By developing this skill, you can enhance your ability to connect with others, create positive relationships, and contribute to a more harmonious and inclusive world. In summary, social awareness is a crucial component of emotional intelligence that allows you to understand and respond to the emotions and needs of others. It involves recognizing emotional cues, perceiving social dynamics, and understanding unspoken norms and expectations. By developing social awareness, you can improve your relationships, foster empathy, and navigate social situations with greater ease and sensitivity. It enhances your ability to connect with others, resolve conflicts, and create an inclusive environment that values diversity and mutual respect. Social awareness is a skill that can be learned and honed, and its benefits extend to every area of your life, from personal relationships to professional success. Conflict resolution is a key aspect of emotional intelligence that can significantly impact our personal and professional relationships. Conflicts are an inevitable part of life, but how we handle them can make all the difference in preserving relationships and fostering growth. While it's easy to let emotions take control in tense situations, emotional intelligence allows us to navigate conflicts with calm, clarity, and empathy. The goal of conflict resolution is not to win the argument, but to find a solution that respects everyone's needs and strengthens a relationship. When approached with emotional intelligence, conflict can become an opportunity for mutual understanding, compromise, and positive change. At the heart of effective conflict resolution is self-awareness. Before addressing the conflict itself, it's important to understand your own emotions and reactions. Are you feeling frustrated, angry, or defensive? Are you reacting out of impulse, or are you responding thoughtfully? By recognizing your emotional state, you gain better control over your responses and avoid making the situation worse. This self-awareness also helps you stay grounded during a conflict, allowing you to manage your emotions rather than being overtaken by them. If you're aware that you tend to react impulsively in heated discussions, you can consciously choose to take a moment to breathe and collect your thoughts before responding. The next essential skill in conflict resolution is active listening. One of the biggest challenges in conflict is the tendency to focus on your own perspective and disregard the feelings or viewpoints of the other person. In emotional intelligence, active listening is crucial because it allows you to fully understand the other person's emotions and point of view. When you truly listen, you show that you value the other person's feelings, which helps to reduce tension and create a more cooperative atmosphere. Active listening involves not just hearing the words being said, but also paying attention to the tone of voice, body language, and underlying emotions. During a conflict, it's important to listen without interrupting, jumping to conclusions, or making assumptions. Instead, try to understand the other person's needs and motivations. For example, if a colleague is upset about a missed deadline, they may be feeling overwhelmed by their workload, rather than simply angry at you. By listening attentively and asking clarifying questions, You can uncover the root cause of their frustration and work together to find a resolution. Empathy is key here, as it allows you to connect with the other person's feelings and show that you care about resolving the issue in a way that benefits everyone. In addition to listening, effective communication is essential in conflict resolution. Once you've listened to the other person's perspective, it's important to express your own feelings clearly and respectfully. Avoid blaming or accusing the other person, as this can escalate the conflict and make them defensive. Instead, use I statements to express how you feel about the situation. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," try saying, "I feel frustrated when I don't feel heard." This subtle shift in language helps to take the focus off the other person's behavior and centers the conversation on your feelings and needs. When communicating during a conflict, it's also essential to remain calm and respectful. Keep your tone of voice neutral and avoid raising your voice or using inflammatory language. If you find yourself becoming too emotional, it's okay to take a break and return to the conversation once you had time to cool down. A calm, respectful approach helps to de-escalate the conflict and allows for more constructive and collaborative discussion. Another critical component of conflict resolution is problem solving. The goal of conflict resolution is to find a solution that addresses the needs and concerns of everyone involved. This requires a willingness to collaborate, compromise, and be open to different perspectives. Instead of focusing on winning the argument, the emphasis should be on finding a solution that is fair and mutually beneficial. Brainstorming potential solutions together and evaluating each one's merits can help you reach a resolution that satisfies everyone's needs. Sometimes, resolving a conflict requires compromise. This means recognizing that no one will get everything they want, but everyone can have their core needs met. Compromise is an essential aspect of maintaining healthy relationships, as it shows a willingness to prioritize a relationship over individual desires. For example, in a disagreement with a partner over household responsibilities, a compromise might involve sharing the chores in a way that feels fair to both parties, rather than insisting on doing things your own way. While compromise may not always result in a perfect solution, it demonstrates mutual respect and a commitment to working together. In some cases, conflicts may require negotiation, especially in professional settings where multiple parties are involved. In negotiations, it's important to approach the situation with an open mind and a willingness to collaborate. Be clear about your own needs and priorities, but also be willing to listen to the needs of others and find common ground. Negotiation is not about defeating the other party, but rather about finding a win-win solution that addresses everyone's interests. By staying focused on the shared goal and maintaining a positive, cooperative attitude, you can resolve conflicts in a way that strengthens relationships and fosters trust. It's also important to recognize that not all conflicts can be fully resolved in one conversation. Sometimes, issues require time to be worked through, and it's okay to revisit the conversation at a later time. This is especially true when emotions are running high, and further discussion could lead to an escalation of the conflict. Taking a break and allowing time for reflection can help both parties gain perspective and come back to the situation with a clearer mindset. By demonstrating patience and understanding, you create an environment where conflicts can be resolved in a thoughtful and respectful manner. Ultimately, conflict resolution is about finding ways to navigate disagreements in a way that promotes understanding, respect, and collaboration. When you approach conflict with emotional intelligence, you are better equipped to manage your own emotions, listen actively, communicate effectively, and work toward solutions that benefit everyone involved. Conflict, when handled with emotional intelligence, can actually strengthen relationships, as it provides an opportunity to work through challenges together and deepen mutual understanding. In summary, conflict resolution is an essential skill in emotional intelligence that involves managing emotions, listening actively, communicating respectfully, and working together to find mutually beneficial solutions. By practicing these skills, you can handle conflicts with greater ease and confidence, fostering stronger relationships and greater cooperation. Conflict doesn't have to be something to avoid. It can be an opportunity for growth, understanding, and connection when approached with emotional intelligence. Building lasting relationships is a cornerstone of emotional intelligence, and it is central to creating a fulfilling personal and professional life. Relationships, whether personal or professional, are a key aspect of our well-being and happiness. Yet, maintaining healthy, positive relationships requires more than just time and effort. It requires emotional intelligence, particularly in the realms of empathy, communication, and conflict resolution. The ability to build and nurture lasting relationships is one of the most rewarding outcomes of emotional intelligence, leading to deeper connections, greater trust, and more meaningful interactions with others. The foundation of any strong relationship is trust. Trust is the bedrock upon which relationships are built, and it takes time, consistency, and transparency to cultivate. When we trust someone, we feel safe to be vulnerable, share our thoughts and feelings, and rely on them in times of need. On the flip side, when trust is broken, it can be incredibly difficult to rebuild. To foster trust in relationships, emotional intelligence helps us to be open, honest, and dependable. Trust is earned through actions rather than words, and being emotionally intelligent allows us to keep our commitments, follow through on promises, and communicate openly with others. Building trust also involves being emotionally available to others. This means showing up when you say you will, listening actively to their concerns, and offer your support when needed. Trust thrives in an environment where people feel understood, valued, and cared for. Emotional intelligence allows you to be attuned to the needs of others, respond with empathy, and offer genuine support. Whether it's a friend going through a tough time or a colleague needing guidance on a project, showing that you care and are willing to help strengthens the bond between you and the other person. Equally important in building lasting relationships is effective communication. Communication is a vehicle through which we express our thoughts, feelings, and needs to others. It is the bridge that connects us, fosters understanding, and resolves misunderstandings. However, communication is not just about talking. It's about listening and responding thoughtfully. Active listening, as mentioned earlier, is one of the most powerful tools for building relationships. When you listen with full attention, show empathy, and respond appropriately, you convey respect and understanding. People feel valued and heard when they know that someone is genuinely listening to them. Effective communication also involves being able to express your own emotions and needs clearly. Sometimes, it's easy to assume that others know what we want or how we feel, but clear communication is key to avoiding misunderstandings. Emotional intelligence allows you to articulate your feelings in a way that is constructive and respectful. Instead of making accusations or being passive-aggressive, you learn to express yourself using I statements, focusing on how you feel and what you need, rather than pointing fingers or blaming others. This approach fosters an atmosphere of openness and encourages honest dialogue, which is essential for building strong, lasting relationships. In relationships, conflict is inevitable. No matter how much we care about someone or how much effort we put into a relationship, disagreements and misunderstandings will arise. However, the way we handle conflict can either strengthen or weaken the bond between us and the other person. Emotional intelligence plays a crucial role in navigating conflict with grace, respect, and understanding. When conflicts arise, emotionally intelligent individuals are able to manage their emotions, listen actively to the other person's perspective, and work collaboratively toward a solution. They approach conflict not as a battle to be won, but as an opportunity for growth and understanding. Instead of resorting to defensive behaviors or shutting down, they use conflict as a tool for deepening their connection and resolving differences in a healthy way. In addition to managing conflict, emotional intelligence also helps us to practice forgiveness in relationships. Holding on to grudges and resentments can be toxic, both for ourselves and for our relationships. Emotional intelligence allows us to recognize when we are holding on to negative emotions and take steps to let them go. Forgiveness is not about excusing bad behavior or pretending that harm hasn't been done. It's about freeing ourselves from the burden of anger and resentment. By practicing forgiveness, we create space for healing and growth in our relationships, allowing us to move forward with greater understanding and compassion. Empathy is at the heart of building lasting relationships. When we are able to empathize with others, we connect on a deeper emotional level. We understand their feelings, needs, and perspectives, and we respond with compassion and support. Empathy helps us to be more attuned to the emotional needs of others, whether providing a listening ear, offering words of encouragement, or simply being there when someone needs comfort. People are naturally drawn to those who can understand and validate their emotions, and this deep connection fosters stronger, more lasting relationships. However, it's also important to remember that healthy relationships are built on mutual respect and understanding. While empathy is essential, it's equally important to maintain boundaries and honor your own needs. Emotional intelligence helps you to recognize when a relationship is unbalanced or unhealthy and gives you the tools to navigate those situations with care and respect. Maintaining boundaries ensures that you can remain true to yourself while also fostering deep connections with others. It's about finding the balance between giving and receiving, and being able to recognize when it's time to assert your own needs in a relationship. In the workplace, building lasting relationships is crucial for career success. Strong professional relationships are built on trust, mutual respect, and effective communication. When you cultivate emotional intelligence in the workplace, you are better equipped to collaborate with colleagues, gain the trust of clients, and inspire loyalty and dedication in your team. Professional relationships are strengthened by your ability to navigate conflicts with grace, communicate effectively, and empathize with others' needs. Emotional intelligence also plays a key role in leadership, as great leaders are able to build strong, positive relationships with their teams, foster an inclusive and supportive work environment, and motivate others to achieve common goals. In personal relationships, emotional intelligence enhances the depth and quality of our connections. Whether it's with a partner, family member, or friend, emotional intelligence helps us to understand each other's emotions, communicate openly, and resolve conflicts in a healthy way. It allows us to express love and affection in meaningful ways, and to create lasting bonds based on mutual respect, empathy, and understanding. Relationships that are built on emotional intelligence are more resilient and fulfilling, as they provide a strong foundation for facing life's challenges together. Ultimately, building lasting relationships is about creating connections that are based on trust, respect, empathy, and open communication. Emotional intelligence is a key to achieving this, as it allows us to navigate the complexities of human interaction with sensitivity, insight, and compassion. By cultivating emotional intelligence, we deepen our relationships, strengthen our bonds with others, and create a life that is rich with connection, understanding, and fulfillment. The ability to build lasting relationships is not just about the time we spend with others, but about the quality of those connections and the depth of our emotional engagement. When we invest in developing our emotional intelligence, we invest in relationships that stand the test of time, bringing us joy, support, and meaning throughout our lives. In today's world, emotional intelligence is an invaluable asset in both personal and professional life. As we continue to navigate complex and fast-paced environments, it becomes increasingly important to use emotional intelligence to enhance our overall success, well-being, and relationships. The ability to lead, work effectively in teams, resolve conflicts, and manage stress, all while maintaining a sense of balance and emotional health, requires not just awareness, but a continual commitment to growth. This journey toward mastering emotional intelligence is lifelong, and as you refine your emotional awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills, you gain greater clarity, resilience, and control over the way you experience and interact with the world around you. One of the most important aspects of continuing to develop emotional intelligence is self-improvement. As with any skill, emotional intelligence requires ongoing practice and reflection. The more you engage with your emotions and interactions with others, the more you will learn about yourself and the world around you. Becoming more self-aware and emotionally intelligent is not a destination. It's an evolving journey. This journey requires humility, patience, and openness to learning, as well as the ability to embrace change and grow from both successes and challenges. The practice of emotional intelligence begins with reflection. By regularly taking time to evaluate how you react to different situations, how you relate to others, and how you handle your emotions, you gain deeper insight into your emotional landscape. This process allows you to recognize patterns in your behavior and make conscious changes to enhance your emotional responses. Journaling, mindfulness practices, and self-reflection exercises are useful tools in this regard, helping you to consistently analyze and understand your feelings, thoughts, and behaviors. Reflection brings clarity, and clarity leads to positive change. In addition to reflection, seeking feedback from others is another powerful way to develop emotional intelligence. Feedback can provide valuable insight into how others perceive your behavior, your communication style, and your emotional responses. Constructive feedback allows you to identify areas where you may need to improve, while positive feedback reinforces behaviors that strengthen your emotional intelligence. It can also help you see blind spots, areas where you might be unaware of how your emotions affect others or how they impact your relationships. Being open to feedback, even when it may be uncomfortable, is essential for growth, as it opens a door to greater self-awareness and development. Another key component of emotional intelligence growth is the ability to adapt. As you encounter new experiences and challenges, you will inevitably be faced with situations that require you to adjust your approach, shift your perspective, and enhance your emotional resilience. Life is constantly changing, and so are your emotional responses to it. The more adaptable you are, the more effectively you can respond to the emotional demands of each new situation. This flexibility enables you to remain grounded, even in times of uncertainty, and to manage stress in a productive way. As you grow in emotional intelligence, it's also important to prioritize self-care. Your emotional well-being is deeply connected to your physical, mental, and social health. Regular physical exercise, a balanced diet, adequate rest, and time spent with loved ones can all contribute to your ability to manage your emotions effectively. When your body and mind are nourished, you have more energy and focus to engage with others, maintain positive relationships, and handle challenges with composure. Self-care is not just about pampering yourself. It's about taking responsibility for your overall health and well-being so that you are better equipped to face the demands of daily life. One of the most rewarding aspects of mastering emotional intelligence is the ability to influence and inspire others. When you cultivate emotional intelligence, you become more effective in your interactions, motivating others with empathy, respect, and understanding. As you develop your self-regulation, you can lead by example, showing others how to handle challenges with poise, how to manage their emotions, and how to communicate with clarity. Whether you're leading a team, mentoring a colleague, or supporting a friend, emotional intelligence enhances your ability to guide and inspire others to be their best selves. In this way, your emotional intelligence can have a ripple effect, influencing not only your own life, but also the lives of those around you. Mastering emotional intelligence also enables you to enhance your decision-making skills. When you have a deep understanding of your emotions and how they influence your thoughts and actions, you are better equipped to make informed, thoughtful decisions. You can analyze situations from multiple perspectives, consider both logical and emotional factors, and choose responses that align with your long-term goals. Emotional intelligence empowers you to act with intention, rather than reacting impulsively or being swept away by immediate emotions. This kind of decision-making leads to greater satisfaction, fewer regrets, and a more fulfilling life. As you continue to develop emotional intelligence, it's important to remain humble and patient with yourself. Growth doesn't happen overnight, and there will be times when you face setbacks or challenges. It's easy to become discouraged when you fall short of your expectations, but it's important to remember that emotional intelligence is not about perfection. It's about progress. Embrace the journey of growth, celebrate the small victories, and use setbacks as opportunities to learn and evolve. In this way, emotional intelligence becomes a lifelong commitment to self-improvement, and the more you cultivate it, the more you can enjoy the benefits of stronger relationships, greater self-awareness, and deeper personal fulfillment. Ultimately, emotional intelligence provides a foundation for a successful, meaningful, and joyful life. When you master the skills of self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills, you unlock your full potential as a person. You learn to navigate the complexities of life with grace, understanding, and resilience. The rewards of emotional intelligence are profound. Deeper connections with others, increase emotional well-being, improve career success, and a more fulfilling life overall. By continuing to develop your emotional intelligence and practicing it in everyday situations, you create a life that is not only successful but also deeply rewarding and meaningful. Emotional intelligence isn't just a skill, it's a way of life. As we reach the final chapter in understanding how to master emotional intelligence, it's important to recognize that this is an ongoing process. Mastering emotional intelligence isn't about achieving perfection. It's about continuous learning and evolving in the way we understand ourselves and others. As we grow in emotional intelligence, we become more attuned to the world around us, more compassionate in our interactions, and more resilient in the face of life's challenges. One of the most rewarding aspects of emotional intelligence is its ability to positively impact every area of our lives. Whether it's our personal relationships, our professional success, or our own mental and physical well-being, emotional intelligence lays a foundation for a balanced, fulfilling life. It enables us to navigate the complexities of human emotions, make wiser decisions, and respond thoughtfully to the people and situations around us. In this chapter, we will explore the practical steps you can take to continue nurturing and refining your emotional intelligence so that it becomes an even more integral part of your life. To truly master emotional intelligence, you must begin by committing to self-awareness on a deeper level. This doesn't mean simply acknowledging your emotions, but understanding their origins, their patterns, and how they shape your behavior and interactions. It's about being present with your emotions, not dismissing them or reacting impulsively, but accepting them, reflecting on their cause, and choosing the best course of action. A great way to nurture self-awareness is through regular introspection and journaling. Take time each day or week to reflect on your emotional experiences, how they affected your actions, and whether you handled them in a way that was aligned with your values. One of the most powerful tools for continuing to build emotional intelligence is practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you to stay in the present moment, paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations without judgment. It encourages you to experience emotions fully without letting them control you. By practicing mindfulness regularly, you can become more aware of your emotional triggers, learn to respond with patience and understanding, and regulate your emotional responses in a more conscious way. There are countless ways to practice mindfulness, from meditation to mindful breathing, or simply taking moments throughout the day to check in with yourself. Self-regulation, as discussed earlier, is a key pillar of emotional intelligence. To deepen your mastery of self-regulation, it's important to consistently practice strategies that help you manage stress, impulses, and emotional reactions. Techniques such as deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, and visualization can be extremely effective in helping you to stay calm and composed in challenging situations. Additionally, managing your time and setting boundaries are also integral aspects of self-regulation. By organizing your life in a way that reduces unnecessary stress and allows for moments of rest and relaxation, you become better equipped to handle the emotional demands of everyday life. It's also important to develop an emotionally supportive environment that nurtures your growth. Surrounding yourself with positive, emotionally intelligent people can greatly enhance your emotional well-being and encourage your development. The people you interact with regularly play a significant role in shaping your emotional responses, so it's crucial to build relationships with individuals who encourage self-awareness, emotional growth, and open communication. Additionally, seek out mentors, coaches, or therapists who can help guide you in your emotional intelligence journey, providing feedback, encouragement, and strategies for personal growth. Another critical aspect of refining emotional intelligence is learning to embrace vulnerability. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but in reality, it is one of the greatest strengths when it comes to emotional connection and growth. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we open the door to deeper relationships, stronger trust, and more authentic interactions. Vulnerability allows us to share our emotions freely, ask for help when needed, and admit our mistakes without shame. By embracing vulnerability, we not only build stronger connections with others, but also become more self-accepting and compassionate. To continue growing in emotional intelligence, make a commitment to lifelong learning. This means being open to new experiences, seeking opportunities for growth, and challenging yourself to move out of your comfort zone. There are countless resources available to help you develop your emotional intelligence further, including books, workshops, seminars, and online courses. These resources can deepen your understanding of emotional intelligence, teach new skills, and provide the support you need to continue evolving. Being proactive in your personal development will ensure that emotional intelligence remains an integral part of your life, supporting you in both good times and challenging ones. One of the key benefits of emotional intelligence is its ability to enhance your relationships. By becoming more self-aware, empathetic, and emotionally regulated, you will naturally improve the quality of your relationships, both with loved ones and colleagues. Healthy relationships are built on trust, communication, and emotional understanding. With emotional intelligence, you can navigate conflict with grace, manage stress without impacting your connections, and create an atmosphere of support and respect. In addition to enhancing your personal relationships, emotional intelligence will help you build stronger, more productive professional connections, whether through effective teamwork, leadership, or networking. Finally, remember that emotional intelligence is not something you can perfect in one sitting, but something that grows over time with consistent effort. Just like learning any other skill, emotional intelligence requires patience, practice, and a willingness to learn from both your successes and your mistakes. Embrace the journey and recognize that even small improvements in emotional intelligence can have a profound impact on your life. By continuing to develop emotional intelligence throughout your life, you will experience increased resilience, more fulfilling relationships, greater success in your career, and more peaceful, centered approach to navigating life's challenges. Mastery of emotional intelligence means not only having the tools to understand and manage your own emotions, but also being able to positively influence those around you, fostering deeper connections, trust, and collaboration. As you continue to nurture and refine your emotional intelligence, you will unlock a world of possibilities, leading to a life of greater fulfillment, meaning, and success. As we continue to explore the journey of emotional intelligence, one of the most significant aspects is understanding the role it plays in leadership. Leadership is not just about managing others, giving directions, or achieving results. True leadership is about inspiring and motivating others to perform at their best, cultivating trust, and creating an environment where people feel valued, supported, and empowered. Emotional intelligence is the key to this type of leadership. It helps you build strong, meaningful relationships with your team, communicate effectively, and manage challenges with grace and composure. Emotional intelligence transforms you into a leader who can connect with people on a deeper level, fostering collaboration, and driving success within your organization. To begin, it's important to recognize that leadership goes beyond just technical skills or knowledge. While expertise and experience are important, they are not enough to inspire others or create a high-performing team. Leadership rooted in emotional intelligence focuses on people, on understanding their needs, motivations, and emotions. The most effective leaders are those who can recognize the emotional landscape of their team, respond with empathy, and create a space where individuals feel comfortable sharing ideas, taking risks, and contributing their best work. Self-awareness, one of the foundational pillars of emotional intelligence, is critical for effective leadership. A leader who is self-aware understands their strengths and weaknesses, and they approach situations with humility and confidence. Self-aware leaders are able to manage their emotional reactions, especially under pressure, and they recognize when their feelings might cloud their judgment. This self-awareness enables them to lead with integrity, honesty, and authenticity, which is crucial for building trust and respect among their team members. An emotionally intelligent leader also understands the importance of self-regulation. In high-pressure situations, a leader's ability to stay calm and composed has a profound effect on the rest of the team. If a leader loses control of their emotions, it can create a sense of panic and instability within the team. On the other hand, a leader who is able to regulate their emotions can respond thoughtfully and maintain a sense of balance, even in challenging situations. This ability to stay composed helps to instill confidence in the team, allowing them to stay focused on the task at hand, rather than becoming distracted by emotional turbulence. Another important aspect of leadership through emotional intelligence is motivation. Leaders with high emotional intelligence are driven by a deep sense of purpose and passion, and they are able to inspire their team members to share that vision. These leaders don't just focus on external rewards or outcomes. Instead, they tap into the intrinsic motivation of their team, helping them see the greater purpose behind their work. They celebrate achievements, offer meaningful recognition, and provide support to help individuals reach their personal and professional goals. This kind of motivation fosters a culture of engagement and dedication, where people are committed to their work not because they have to, but because they believe in what they are doing. Empathy is perhaps one of the most critical qualities of a strong leader. Empathetic leaders are able to connect with their team members on a personal level, understanding their emotions, needs, and challenges. This emotional connection enables them to provide the support and guidance their team members need to succeed. Empathy also helps leaders to manage conflict effectively, as they are able to understand different perspectives and mediate disagreements with sensitivity and fairness. By showing empathy, leaders create a culture of trust, where people feel comfortable sharing their thoughts, concerns, and ideas without fear of judgment. Furthermore, social skills are essential for effective leadership. A leader with strong social skills can communicate clearly, build rapport with their team, and inspire collaboration. These leaders are excellent at navigating group dynamics, managing conflicts, and creating a positive, inclusive work environment. They know how to motivate individuals, delegate tasks, and ensure that everyone feels heard and valued. Socially skilled leaders are also adept at building relationships with clients, stakeholders, and other key partners, fostering trust and collaboration across the organization. As a leader, it's important to create a culture where emotional intelligence is valued and encouraged. This involves not only demonstrating emotional intelligence yourself, but also helping others develop their emotional awareness and social skills. Providing opportunities for team members to grow emotionally and professionally, whether through training, feedback, or mentorship, creates a more resilient, cohesive team. Leaders who invest in the emotional growth of their team members build stronger, more effective organizations where individuals are empowered to bring their best selves to work every day. Another key element of leadership is adaptability. Leaders with high emotional intelligence are flexible and can adjust their approach to meet the needs of different individuals, teams, or situations. This adaptability is particularly important in today's rapidly changing world, where leaders are constantly faced with new challenges, technological advancements, and shifting market dynamics. By remaining open to change, emotionally intelligent leaders can guide their teams through transitions and help them stay focused on their long-term goals, even in uncertain circumstances. Finally, emotional intelligence helps leaders to manage stress and maintain a healthy work-life balance. Leading a team, especially in high-stress environments, can be overwhelming at times. However, leaders who possess emotional intelligence are able to manage their own stress and support their team members in doing the same. By modeling healthy coping mechanisms, encouraging self-care, and fostering a culture of well-being, emotionally intelligent leaders create an environment where people can thrive, both professionally and personally. In conclusion, leadership driven by emotional intelligence is far more effective than leadership based solely on authority or technical expertise. Leaders who possess emotional intelligence understand that success is not just about achieving results. It's about how you achieve those results and the relationships you build along the way. By cultivating self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills, you can become a leader who inspires trust, collaboration, and dedication. You'll create a work environment where people feel valued, supported, and motivated to contribute their best work, leading to both personal and organizational success. As you continue to develop your emotional intelligence, you'll not only grow as a leader but also as a person, fostering deeper connections and creating a lasting impact on the lives of others. As we continue to explore the power of emotional intelligence, one of the most crucial aspects is how it impacts decision-making. Every day, we are faced with choices, some large, some small, and the ability to make well-informed, thoughtful decisions can significantly influence our success and happiness. Emotional intelligence plays a critical role in decision-making by helping us understand our emotions, manage them effectively, and use them as valuable information when faced with a choice. It also helps us to consider the feelings, needs, and perspectives of others, ensuring that our decisions are thoughtful and considerate. At its core, emotional intelligence allows us to make decisions that are not solely based on logic or impulse, but on a balanced consideration of both emotional and rational factors. Emotions, while sometimes seen as irrational or disruptive, actually provide valuable insights into our decision-making process. When we learn to understand and regulate our emotions, we can use them as a guide to make decisions that align with our values, goals, and long-term well-being. One of the key components of emotional intelligence in decision-making is self-awareness. By being aware of our emotional state, we can better understand how our feelings are influencing the choices we make. For example, if we're feeling anxious or fearful, we might make decisions that avoid risk or challenge, potentially limiting our growth. On the other hand, if we are feeling confident and positive, we may take bold steps forward. Recognizing how emotions such as fear, anxiety, joy, or excitement influence our choices helps us make more balanced decisions. In situations where emotions run high, emotional intelligence helps us regulate those emotions to ensure we are making choices that are aligned with our true goals and values, rather than being driven by immediate emotional impulses. This is particularly important in high-pressure situations or moments of conflict, where emotions can easily cloud judgment. For example, in a disagreement with a colleague, emotional intelligence allows us to stay calm, listen thoughtfully, and respond in a way that fosters understanding and resolution, rather than reacting impulsively or defensively. The ability to regulate emotions enables us to make decisions based on reason, long-term considerations, and a genuine desire for positive outcomes. Another key component of emotional intelligence in decision-making is empathy. Empathy allows us to consider the emotional states and perspectives of others when making decisions. In personal relationships, this might involve considering how our decisions will affect a loved one or friend. While in professional settings, it can mean understanding how a team member or colleague might feel about a particular course of action. Empathy provides the emotional insight necessary to make decisions that are not only beneficial for us, but also for those around us. This can lead to more harmonious relationships and greater trust, as people feel that their emotions and needs are taken into account. Social skills are also vital in decision-making, particularly when it comes to collaborating with others. Many decisions, especially in a professional context, are made with input from others. Being able to communicate effectively, listen to diverse perspectives, and work toward consensus can lead to better decision-making outcomes. Emotional intelligence helps us navigate these interactions by fostering open communication, reducing misunderstandings, and promoting cooperation. Social skills enable us to bring out the best in others, creating an environment where ideas can be shared freely and decisions can be made collectively. Furthermore, emotional intelligence in decision-making involves the ability to manage stress. High-stress situations can often lead to rushed, poor decisions. When under pressure, we may act impulsively or avoid making difficult decisions altogether. However, with emotional intelligence, we can remain calm and composed, even in high-pressure situations, allowing us to think clearly and make decisions that reflect our best interests. Stress management techniques, such as mindfulness, deep breathing, and positive visualization, can help regulate our emotional responses and allow us to approach decisions with clarity and confidence. Another critical factor is self-motivation. When making decisions, it is important to be motivated by personal values and long-term goals, rather than temporary rewards or external pressures. Emotional intelligence helps us to stay focused on what truly matters to us, ensuring that our decisions are aligned with our deeper aspirations. For example, when faced with tempting short-term gain, emotional intelligence allows us to pause and consider the long-term consequences of our actions, ensuring that we make choices that contribute to our overall growth and well-being. The ability to make decisions that take into account both our emotions and rational thinking leads to better outcomes across all areas of life. In personal relationships, it helps us to communicate effectively, resolve conflicts, and make choices that promote healthy, fulfilling connections. In the workplace, it enhances our ability to work collaboratively, make decisions that benefit the team, and inspire trust and respect. In all areas of life, emotional intelligence helps us make decisions that are thoughtful, balanced, and in alignment with our authentic selves. It's important to note that decision-making is not always easy. Sometimes we are faced with difficult choices, uncertainty, and conflicting emotions. However, emotional intelligence enables us to approach these situations with confidence and resilience. Rather than being paralyzed by fear or doubt, we can use our emotional awareness and regulation to assess the situation calmly, consider our options, and choose the best path forward. Emotional intelligence gives us the ability to make decisions with both our hearts and minds in sync, ensuring that our choices reflect both our emotional well-being and our long-term goals. In conclusion, emotional intelligence is a powerful tool for making better decisions in every aspect of life. By being self-aware, regulating our emotions, empathizing with others, and using our social skills effectively, we can approach decision-making with clarity, confidence, and balance. Emotional intelligence allows us to make decisions that are thoughtful, considerate, and aligned with our values, leading to better outcomes, deeper relationships, and more fulfilling life overall. Developing emotional intelligence in decision-making is a lifelong journey that brings continuous growth, helping us navigate life's complexities with wisdom, grace, and purpose. As we delve deeper into emotional intelligence, one of the most important and often challenging aspects is how to navigate change. Change is inevitable, whether it comes in the form of personal transitions, professional shifts, or societal transformations. While many of us tend to resist change, fearing the unknown or worrying about how it will affect us, emotional intelligence provides the tools and resilience necessary to embrace change with flexibility and a positive mindset. By cultivating emotional intelligence, we are not only better equipped to manage the stress that often accompanies change, but also to adapt, grow, and thrive in the face of uncertainty. One of the most powerful aspects of emotional intelligence in the context of change is self-regulation. Change often triggers strong emotions, such as fear, anxiety, or frustration, especially when we feel out of control or uncertain about the future. However, emotional intelligence allows us to manage these emotions effectively. Rather than letting fear dictate our actions or make us freeze in place, emotional regulation helps us respond to change thoughtfully, calmly, and with purpose. Self-regulation doesn't mean denying or suppressing emotions. Rather, it's about recognizing them, understanding their underlying causes, and choosing how to act in response. By mastering self-regulation, we can face change with a sense of empowerment, rather than feeling overwhelmed by the emotional turmoil it may bring. Another key aspect of emotional intelligence in navigating change is self-awareness. When we are self-aware, we can recognize our emotional responses to change and understand why we may feel anxious or resistant. Perhaps a major life change, such as a new job, a move to a new city, or a change in relationship status, elicits feelings of insecurity or doubt. By being self-aware, we can acknowledge these feelings, understand their roots, and avoid reacting impulsively. Self-awareness allows us to see the bigger picture and realize that feelings of discomfort during change are temporary. It also gives us the opportunity to question and reframe negative thoughts, replacing them with more constructive, growth-oriented perspectives. The more aware we are of our thoughts and emotions, the better we can manage them and prevent them from sabotaging our ability to adapt to change. Adaptability is another essential component of emotional intelligence that plays a critical role in navigating change. Life is full of unpredictability, and being able to adapt quickly to new circumstances is crucial for long-term success and personal growth. Adaptability is rooted in emotional intelligence because it requires an understanding of our emotional state, as well as the ability to remain open to new experiences and challenges. People who are emotionally intelligent tend to embrace change with curiosity rather than resistance, seeing it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. They recognize that change often brings new opportunities, even if it initially feels uncomfortable or challenging. The more adaptable we are, the more we can roll with the punches and remain flexible in our approach to new situations. By embracing adaptability, we allow ourselves to learn from change rather than fearing it. Empathy also plays a key role in managing change, particularly when the change involves other people. Whether it's a team restructuring at work, a change in leadership, or a shift in social dynamics, change often affects the people around us. Empathetic individuals are able to sense how others are feeling during these transitions and respond with understanding and support. In the workplace, this might mean offering reassurance to a colleague who is anxious about their role in a new project or listening to a team member's concerns about upcoming changes. In personal relationships, it could involve being supportive of a friend or partner who is navigating a difficult transition. By practicing empathy, we can help others feel heard and valued, easing their emotional responses to change and creating a sense of unity and support. In addition to self-awareness and empathy, motivation is another key factor in navigating change effectively. When faced with major changes, it's easy to become discouraged or overwhelmed. However, emotionally intelligent individuals are able to stay motivated by focusing on their long-term goals and the bigger picture. Instead of becoming bogged down by the challenges or obstacles that come with change, they draw strength from their internal drive to move forward. Motivation during change involves setting new goals, finding purpose in transition, and remaining focused on the positive outcomes that change can bring. Whether it's a career shift, a personal challenge, or a life-altering event, maintaining a sense of motivation allows us to persevere through difficult times and ultimately emerge stronger and more capable. One of the most challenging aspects of change is its impact on relationships. Change can create tension, misunderstandings, or feelings of insecurity in our relationships, especially when it involves shifts in roles, responsibilities, or expectations. Emotional intelligence plays a critical role in managing relationships during change. By being aware of how change affects both our own emotions and the emotions of others, we can communicate more effectively and empathetically. If a colleague has struggled with change in their role, for example, we can offer support, provide encouragement, or simply listen to their concerns. In personal relationships, we can be more understanding and patient with loved ones who may be dealing with their own emotional responses to change. By fostering open communication and practicing empathy, we can prevent misunderstandings and strengthen our relationships, even in the face of challenging transitions. When it comes to resilience, emotional intelligence is an indispensable tool for bouncing back from setbacks. Change doesn't always unfold as smoothly as we hope, and we may encounter obstacles or difficulties along the way. Resilience is the ability to recover from adversity and continue moving forward, and emotional intelligence helps us cultivate this quality. By regulating our emotions, managing stress, and maintaining a positive outlook, we are better able to navigate the ups and downs of change. Resilience allows us to learn from failures, adapt to new circumstances, and keep progressing, even when the going gets tough. It's not about avoiding difficulties. It's about facing them head-on with strength and determination, knowing that we can overcome them and grow as a result. In summary, emotional intelligence is a vital tool for successfully navigating change. Through self-awareness, self-regulation, adaptability, empathy, motivation, and resilience, we are able to approach change with a sense of purpose and confidence, rather than fear and resistance. Change can be difficult, but also presents opportunities for growth, learning, and new beginnings. By cultivating emotional intelligence, we equip ourselves with the skills and mindset needed to embrace change as a natural part of life and use it to our advantage. Change is inevitable, but with emotional intelligence, we can navigate it gracefully, turning challenges into opportunities and creating a life that is constantly evolving in positive and meaningful ways. As we continue to explore the depths of emotional intelligence, one of the most powerful applications of these skills is in building resilience. Life is full of obstacles, setbacks, and unforeseen challenges, and resilience is the ability to bounce back, adapt, and continue pursuing your goals even in the face of adversity. Emotional intelligence plays a key role in building resilience because it allows us to manage our emotions, maintain perspective, and approach difficulties with a growth mindset. Resilience is not just about bouncing back from setbacks. It's about developing the strength to move forward, learn from challenges, and come out even stronger on the other side. Resilience starts with self-awareness. When faced with setback or a difficult situation, it's crucial to recognize your emotional responses. Are you feeling angry, frustrated, sad, or defeated? Understanding your emotions allows you to take a step back and assess the situation without being overwhelmed by negative feelings. Self-awareness also helps you identify patterns in your reactions and allows you to take control of your emotions rather than letting them control you. By being aware of your emotional state, you can navigate challenges with a clear mind and make decisions that are in alignment with your long-term goals, rather than making impulsive choices based on temporary feelings. Self-regulation is another key element in building resilience. Life often presents situations that can trigger intense emotions, such as fear, anxiety, or disappointment. Emotional intelligence helps us to regulate these emotions, allowing us to remain calm and composed during difficult times. Instead of reacting impulsively or letting emotions cloud our judgment, we can pause, reflect, and choose how we want to respond. By practicing self-regulation, we can stay focused on the bigger picture and take the necessary steps to move forward, rather than becoming stuck in negative emotions. Motivation is also central to resilience. When faced with setbacks or challenges, it can be easy to lose sight of our goals and feel disheartened. However, emotionally intelligent individuals are able to tap into their internal motivation, using their passion, values, and sense of purpose to stay focused on their long-term objectives. When motivation comes from within, it is much more sustainable and powerful than external rewards or praise. It helps us push through adversity, keep going when things get tough, and stay committed to our personal and professional growth. The more connected we are to our why, our deeper sense of purpose, the easier it is to overcome obstacles and maintain momentum in the face of challenges. Empathy is another crucial component of resilience. While resilience is often seen as an individual quality, it is also deeply tied to our ability to connect with others. When we face challenges, it is important to lean on our support systems, whether friends, family, colleagues, or mentors. Empathy helps us reach out and connect with others, share our struggles, and seek the support we need. It also allows us to understand the challenges that others may be facing, which can foster a sense of shared experience and solidarity. Resilience is not about going alone. It's about recognizing that we are all capable of supporting one another through difficult times. Social skills also play a critical role in resilience. The ability to communicate effectively, collaborate, and build strong, supportive relationships enhances our ability to navigate challenges. Whether it's seeking advice from a trusted friend, working together with a colleague to solve a problem, or simply sharing our feelings with someone who understands. Strong social skills help us build emotional and practical support systems that are vital during tough times. By developing strong, positive relationships, we can lean on others when new, support in return, creating a resilient network that helps everyone thrive. Another key aspect of resilience is having a growth mindset. Resilient individuals view setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than as insurmountable failures. A growth mindset encourages us to see challenges as stepping stones to greater success, rather than obstacles that hold us back. This mindset shift is essential for developing resilience, as it helps us reframe difficult situations in a way that empowers us to move forward. Instead of seeing failure as something to fear, we see it as a natural part of the learning process, something that allows us to refine our approach, improve our skills, and become stronger in the process. In addition to a growth mindset, perspective plays a crucial role in resilience. When we are faced with a difficult situation, it can be easy to become overwhelmed and lose sight of the bigger picture. Emotional intelligence allows us to gain perspective on our challenges, helping us to see them in the context of our larger goals and values. By keeping perspective, we avoid getting stuck in negative thinking or becoming consumed by temporary setbacks. Instead, we are able to take a step back, focus on the long term, and maintain the motivation needed to keep pushing forward. Self-compassion is also an essential part of resilience. During difficult times, it's easy to be hard on ourselves, to criticize ourselves for not handling things better or for making mistakes. However, practicing self-compassion allows us to be kinder to ourselves and more forgiving of our imperfections. Emotional intelligence helps us recognize when we are being too critical of ourselves and gently shift our mindset to one of acceptance and understanding. By showing ourselves the same kindness and empathy that we would offer to a friend, we can reduce feelings of shame and guilt, enabling us to move forward with confidence and a sense of self-worth. Finally, resilience is about perseverance, the ability to keep going when things get tough, even when progress feels slow or uncertain. Emotional intelligence helps us stay focused on our goals, even in the face of setbacks, and keeps us from giving up when obstacles arise. It's about cultivating the mindset that no matter how challenging the journey may be, we have the strength and ability to persist. Perseverance is a key to turning challenges into triumphs and continuing on our path toward success, growth, and fulfillment. In conclusion, resilience is not just about bouncing back from adversity. It's about growing stronger through our challenges and learning to face life's obstacles with grace, confidence, and determination. Emotional intelligence plays a pivotal role in building resilience by helping us manage our emotions, maintain motivation, empathize with others, and approach setbacks with a growth mindset. By continuing to develop our emotional intelligence, we can enhance our resilience and create a foundation for success, happiness, and personal growth, no matter what challenges life presents. Through self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, and perseverance, we can weather any storm, learn from our experiences, and emerge stronger, more capable, and ready to face whatever lies ahead. As we wrap up our exploration of emotional intelligence, one of the most profound and rewarding aspects is its impact on well-being and mental health. Emotional intelligence is not just about improving your relationships or professional success. It is fundamentally about enhancing your ability to live a more balanced, fulfilling, and emotionally healthy life. In a world that often places immense pressure on individuals to succeed, perform, and meet external expectations, emotional intelligence provides the tools necessary to stay grounded, self-aware, and resilient in the face of life's challenges. At its core, emotional intelligence helps you become more aware of your emotions, which in turn allows you to better understand and manage your mental health. It empowers you to acknowledge the full range of your emotional experiences, from joy and excitement to sadness and frustration. By recognizing and accepting your emotions rather than suppressing them, you create space for healing and personal growth. This emotional awareness is the first step in achieving greater mental well-being, as it allows you to make conscious choices that nurture your emotional and psychological health. One of the most significant ways that emotional intelligence influences well-being is through self-regulation. The ability to manage your emotions in a healthy way is key to reducing stress, anxiety, and negative emotional patterns. Self-regulation helps you remain calm under pressure, respond to difficult situations with composure, and avoid getting swept away by intense emotions. By practicing self-regulation, you reduce emotional reactivity and prevent emotional burnout. In turn, this ability to regulate your emotions leads to better mental health, as you create a more peaceful, balanced emotional landscape. When emotional intelligence is practiced, it becomes easier to shift negative emotional patterns and behaviors into healthier responses. For example, instead of reacting to stress by lashing out at others or internalizing your feelings, emotional intelligence helps you understand the root causes of stress, allowing you to address them in a more constructive way. You learn to manage stress by practicing relaxation techniques, mindfulness, or positive self-talk, rather than letting it build up and negatively affect your mood or physical health. By improving your emotional regulation, you cultivate a state of inner peace and emotional stability, which directly contributes to better mental health. Empathy, a key component of emotional intelligence, also plays a critical role in well-being. Being able to empathize with yourself and others fosters a sense of connection, compassion, and emotional support. When you are empathetic, you understand your own feelings and needs, allowing you to care for yourself more effectively. You are also better able to recognize the emotional needs of others and offer support, which deepens your relationships and creates a sense of community and belonging. The act of empathizing, whether with yourself or with others, promotes positive emotions, strengthens social bonds, and reduces feelings of loneliness and isolation, all of which contribute to better mental health. On a deeper level, emotional intelligence enhances self-compassion, the ability to treat yourself with kindness and understanding, particularly in times of difficulty or failure. Self-compassion is a cornerstone of mental well-being because it prevents you from being overly self-critical or judgmental when you make mistakes. Rather than berating yourself, you learn to treat yourself with the same kindness, patience, and encouragement that you would offer a close friend. This practice of self-compassion helps to reduce negative self-talk, build self-esteem, and improve your overall emotional resilience. When you practice emotional intelligence and show compassion for yourself, you create an emotionally supportive environment that fosters growth, healing, and well-being. Moreover, emotional intelligence encourages the development of a growth mindset, which is crucial for maintaining mental health. A growth mindset involves the belief that challenges and setbacks are opportunity for learning and personal growth, rather than insurmountable obstacles. People with a growth mindset are more likely to embrace challenges, learn from their mistakes, and persist through adversity. This mindset can reduce feelings of helplessness, enhance problem-solving skills, and contribute to an overall sense of empowerment. By adopting a growth mindset, you cultivate mental resilience, which helps you navigate life's challenges with a sense of purpose, hope, and confidence. Another important aspect of emotional intelligence and mental well-being is its impact on stress management. Stress is an inevitable part of life, but how we manage it makes all the difference in our emotional and physical health. Emotional intelligence allows us to recognize the early signs of stress, assess its impact, and implement healthy coping strategies before it escalates into chronic stress or anxiety. Practices such as mindfulness, deep breathing, and time management can help you manage stress in a way that prevents burnout and improves your emotional well-being. By using emotional intelligence to regulate stress, you can maintain a calm and balanced state of mind, even during challenging times. In addition to managing stress, emotional intelligence helps to foster positive thinking and a more optimistic outlook on life. By becoming more attuned to your emotions and practicing mindfulness, you can break free from negative thought patterns and focus on the present moment. Positive thinking doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about shifting your focus to solutions, strengths, and opportunities rather than dwelling on limitations or obstacles. Cultivating a positive outlook can improve your emotional health, increase your sense of hope and motivation, and enhance your overall mental well-being. Social connections also play a vital role in mental health, and emotional intelligence helps us build and nurture these connections. Strong social relationships are one of the most important factors in maintaining emotional well-being, as they provide support, validation, and a sense of belonging. By developing emotional intelligence, we improve our ability to form meaningful connections with others, communicate effectively, and resolve conflicts in a healthy way. These positive relationships, in turn, act as a buffer against stress and contribute to a greater sense of happiness and fulfillment. Finally, emotional intelligence promotes emotional balance, the ability to experience and express a full range of emotions without being overwhelmed by them. Life is full of highs and lows, and emotional intelligence allows us to embrace these emotions without being consumed by them. Whether it's joy, sadness, excitement, or frustration, emotional intelligence helps us experience our emotions with clarity and awareness, enabling us to navigate life's emotional landscape with grace and composure. This emotional balance not only contributes to better mental health, but also enhances our ability to make thoughtful, intentional decisions that align with our values and goals. In conclusion, emotional intelligence plays an essential role in enhancing well-being and mental health. By developing self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, social skills, and resilience, we can improve our emotional well-being and create a more balanced, fulfilling life. Emotional intelligence helps us manage stress, build strong relationships, practice self-compassion, and adopt a positive mindset, all of which contribute to greater happiness and mental health. It's not about avoiding negative emotions or seeking perfection, but rather about understanding, accepting, and managing our emotions in a way that fosters personal growth, resilience, and overall well-being. As we continue to develop and practice emotional intelligence, we cultivate a stronger sense of inner peace, emotional strength, and mental clarity, leading to a healthier, happier life. As we continue to deepen our understanding of emotional intelligence, it's crucial to recognize the impact it has on professional success. Emotional intelligence is not just a personal asset. It's a key factor in career advancement, workplace effectiveness, and leadership. Regardless of your industry or profession, emotional intelligence plays a critical role in how you navigate workplace dynamics, collaborate with colleagues, and lead teams. It's not just about technical expertise or getting results. It's about how you interact with others, manage your emotions, and influence the environment around you. Self-awareness in the workplace is a critical component of emotional intelligence. Being aware of your strengths, weaknesses, emotions, and how they affect your behavior allows you to navigate your career with clarity. In a professional setting, self-awareness helps you recognize how your emotional state influences your interactions with colleagues and clients. For example, if you're feeling stressed or frustrated, self-awareness enables you to notice these emotions early on, preventing them from affecting your communication or decision-making. When you can accurately assess your own emotional state, you're able to choose more productive responses, which enhances your effectiveness and builds trust among coworkers. Beyond personal awareness, self-awareness in the workplace also involves understanding how you're perceived by others. This includes recognizing how your body language, tone of voice, and communication style impact those around you. For example, if you're managing a team, being aware of how your actions and emotions affect your employees can help you foster a more positive and productive work environment. It allows you to calibrate your communication to meet the needs of your team, promoting a culture of openness and mutual respect. Self-regulation is equally important in professional settings. In high-pressure situations, such as tight deadlines, performance reviews, or difficult client interactions, the ability to manage your emotions can make all the difference. Leaders and team members who can stay calm under pressure are better equipped to make thoughtful decisions, problem-solve creatively, and maintain a sense of stability for the team. Self-regulation helps you avoid reacting impulsively to challenges or setbacks. For instance, instead of becoming frustrated with a colleague who missed a deadline, self-regulation allows you to approach the situation calmly, assess the reasons behind the issue, and find a solution that benefits both parties. Emotional intelligence enables you to manage both your own reactions and your interpersonal dynamics, ensuring that you handle workplace challenges constructively. Another key factor of emotional intelligence in the workplace is empathy. Empathy enables you to connect with your colleagues on a deeper emotional level, understand their perspectives, and build stronger relationships. It's particularly important for leaders, as understanding the emotional states and motivations of your team members helps you manage them more effectively. An empathetic leader can gauge when an employee is struggling and provide support, or when they're feeling motivated and ready for new challenges. Empathy allows you to approach conflicts with sensitivity, resolve misunderstandings more effectively, and ensure that everyone feels valued and heard. It also helps in negotiations, as being able to empathize with the other party's emotions and concerns can lead to more successful outcomes and stronger working relationships. Empathy is not only beneficial for leaders, but also for team members. When you empathize with your coworkers, you can create a collaborative and supportive work environment where everyone feels understood and respected. This fosters teamwork and enhances productivity, as employees who feel supported and understood are more likely to contribute their ideas, communicate openly, and work toward shared goals. Empathy promotes inclusivity, allowing diverse perspectives to be heard and valued, which enriches creativity and problem-solving. Effective communication is another essential skill rooted in emotional intelligence. Good communicators are not just skilled at speaking clearly, but are also adept at listening actively and responding thoughtfully. In the workplace, effective communication fosters a culture of transparency and collaboration. When you communicate openly and honestly, others are more likely to trust you, collaborate with you, and share their ideas. Emotional intelligence allows you to adapt your communication style to different people and situations, ensuring that your message is understood and well received. Whether you're giving a presentation, providing feedback to a team member, or negotiating with a client, the ability to communicate with clarity, respect, and emotional awareness is key to professional success. Social skills are also critical in building professional networks, establishing rapport, and creating lasting relationships in the workplace. Socially skilled individuals know how to build trust, handle conflicts, and influence others without being manipulative. They excel in situations that require teamwork, collaboration, and group problem solving, and they create environments where others feel comfortable sharing their ideas and opinions. These skills are especially important in leadership positions, where the ability to inspire, motivate, and guide a team toward success is paramount. By developing your social skills, you can become a more effective leader, colleague, and networker, enhancing your overall professional success. Adaptability is another aspect of emotional intelligence that plays a pivotal role in professional success. The modern workplace is constantly evolving, whether it's through new technologies, organizational changes, or shifting industry standards. Adaptability helps you stay flexible and open to change, allowing you to embrace new opportunities and learn new skills as needed. An emotionally intelligent individual is able to remain open-minded and positive, even when faced with unexpected challenges. By embracing change rather than resisting it, you position yourself for long-term success and growth in your career. The ability to manage conflict effectively is another area where emotional intelligence significantly impacts your professional life. Conflict is inevitable in any workplace, whether it's between colleagues, clients, or management. How you handle conflict determines the strength of your relationships and your ability to maintain a positive work environment. Emotionally intelligent individuals approach conflict with empathy, focusing on understanding the other person's perspective while also communicating their own needs and concerns. They strive for win-win solutions and work collaboratively to resolve disputes rather than letting them escalate. By managing conflict constructively, you foster trust, reduce stress, and create a more harmonious and productive work environment. Finally, emotional intelligence can help you cultivate leadership presence. Leaders who possess emotional intelligence are often able to inspire others through their actions, attitudes, and emotional awareness. A leader with strong emotional intelligence can manage their own emotions, navigate difficult conversations, and remain composed under pressure, which fosters confidence and respect among their team members. They inspire loyalty and motivate others to give their best effort. Additionally, emotionally intelligent leaders can create an environment where employees feel valued, understood, and empowered, which enhances team morale and performance. In conclusion, emotional intelligence is a critical factor in professional success. It influences how we manage ourselves, how we communicate with others, and how we navigate the complexities of the workplace. By developing emotional intelligence, we can become more effective leaders, better colleagues, and more successful professionals. Whether you are managing a team, building relationships with clients, or advancing in your career, emotional intelligence provides the tools necessary to thrive in today's dynamic, interconnected world. Cultivating emotional intelligence not only helps you succeed in the workplace, but also enhances your overall life satisfaction, as it enables you to build deeper relationships, communicate more effectively, and navigate life's challenges with resilience and confidence. As we delve further into the realm of emotional intelligence, one of the most profound aspects is its influence on personal growth. Personal growth is a lifelong journey of self-improvement, self-discovery, and continuous learning. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, developing your potential, and striving for fulfillment and happiness. Emotional intelligence is integral to personal growth because it provides a foundation for self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and resilience, qualities that are essential for navigating ups and downs of life and unlocking your full potential. Self-awareness is the first step in personal growth. By becoming more aware of your emotions, thoughts, behaviors, and their impact on others, you can gain valuable insights into who you are and what you want out of life. Self-awareness helps you identify your strengths and areas for improvement, which is critical for setting realistic goals and working toward personal development. It's about understanding your emotional triggers, recognizing patterns in your behavior, and acknowledging how your actions align with your values and aspirations. Self-awareness gives you the clarity needed to make informed decisions, set boundaries, and take proactive steps toward the life you envision. By becoming self-aware, you also develop the ability to identify negative thought patterns or self-limiting beliefs that may hold you back. Often, these beliefs are deeply rooted in our subconscious and shape the way we view ourselves in the world. For example, if you have an underlying belief that you are not good enough or capable of achieving success, this can create barriers to personal growth. Emotional intelligence helps you recognize these beliefs and begin to challenge them, replacing them with more empowering thoughts and affirmations that support your goals. This process is key to building self-confidence and achieving personal growth. Once you develop self-awareness, self-regulation comes into play. It's not enough to simply recognize your emotions and behaviors. You must also learn to manage and regulate them. Self-regulation is about controlling your impulses, staying calm in difficult situations, and responding thoughtfully rather than reacting emotionally. In the context of personal growth, this means learning to navigate stress, anxiety, and frustration in healthy ways, rather than letting these emotions control your actions. For example, instead of reacting impulsively when faced with a challenge, you can take a step back, breathe, and approach the situation with a clear mind. Self-regulation empowers you to make choices that align with your long-term values, rather than being driven by short-term emotional reactions. Another important aspect of personal growth is motivation. Motivation is what keeps us moving forward, even in the face of adversity. Emotional intelligence helps you tap into intrinsic motivation, which is the internal drive to pursue goals that are meaningful to you. When you're motivated by your values, passions, and aspirations, you're more likely to stay committed to your personal growth journey, even when obstacles arise. Emotional intelligence helps you stay focused on your long-term goals and fuels your perseverance, whether it's in your career, relationships, health, or personal development. Empathy is equally vital to personal growth. While self-awareness and self-regulation are focused on your own emotions and actions, empathy allows you to connect with others on a deeper level. Empathy involves understanding the emotions, needs, and perspectives of others, and it plays a crucial role in building meaningful relationships. In terms of personal growth, empathy helps you build stronger, more compassionate connections with the people around you. When you are empathetic, you become more attuned to the needs of others, which enables you to offer support, encouragement, and understanding. This strengthens your emotional intelligence and helps you navigate social interactions with greater ease, improving both your personal and professional relationships. Empathy also fosters a sense of emotional connection and belonging. As humans, we are wired for connection, and empathy allows us to form deep, meaningful bonds with others. Whether it's with a partner, family members, friends, or colleagues, empathy creates an environment of trust and mutual support. These strong emotional connections are vital for personal growth because they provide a sense of validation, encouragement, and shared understanding, which can fuel your own growth and development. The practice of mindfulness is another powerful tool in cultivating emotional intelligence and promoting personal growth. Mindfulness allows you to be fully present in the moment, cultivating awareness of your thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, you develop the ability to observe your emotions and reactions without being overwhelmed by them. This practice allows you to gain insight into your habitual patterns, enabling you to choose more thoughtful, intentional responses. Mindfulness helps you live more consciously, reducing stress and increasing emotional resilience. It allows you to break free from automatic reactions and become more aware of the choices you make, leading to personal growth and greater emotional well-being. As you develop emotional intelligence, you also become better equipped to build resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks and challenges. Life is filled with obstacles, but emotional intelligence helps you approach them with strength, patience, and perseverance. By learning to manage your emotions, reframe negative experiences, and stay focused on your goals, you develop a sense of resilience that enables you to navigate adversity with grace. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, but about facing them head-on with a positive mindset and the confidence that you can overcome them. When you embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, you become more adaptable and capable of handling whatever life throws your way. Continuous learning is another essential part of personal growth. Emotional intelligence encourages you to adopt a growth mindset, believing that you can improve and develop over time. This mindset helps you view challenges as opportunity for learning and growth, rather than as threats or failures. When you approach life with a growth mindset, you are more likely to embrace new experiences, seek feedback, and learn from your mistakes. Emotional intelligence provides a foundation for this mindset by helping you manage your emotions, stay motivated, and focus on continuous improvement. As you grow emotionally and psychologically, you become more capable of taking on new challenges and developing new skills that support your personal growth. Finally, self-compassion plays a critical role in personal growth. It's easy to be hard on yourself when you fall short or make mistakes, but emotional intelligence teaches you to treat yourself with kindness and understanding. Self-compassion allows you to recognize that imperfection is a natural part of the human experience. Instead of berating yourself for perceived failures, you learn to approach yourself with patience, encouragement, and support.